Welcome to this version of Pit Stop with Traffic Jam Jimmy. And boy, do I got an exciting guest today. I have singer, songwriter, musician, Dan, NOMAD Dan. Dan, pronounce your last name.
Navarro.
Navarro. There you go. I knew that.
Well, it's a very familiar name in the rock world.
It is a rock world. Now, there's a Dave. Is that related to you? Or?
Yes, he is. Dave's my cousin.
How are you?
Dave's my first cousin. He's about 15 years younger than me. I used to live with his dad in the 70s, and I taught him his first 3 guitar chords, and then he did all the rest himself and, you know, took off like a rocket ship. I love his music. I love him, his family, and he's my buddy and my baby cousin, and
awesome.
We're real tight.
All right. Let's talk about when you were little.
Mm-hmm.
What musicians inspired you when you were young?
When I was the littlest and first got into music, it was all about Sinatra and the Kingston Trio and Peter, Paul, and Mary, folk and pop. When I hit 11, the Beatles came out. And so that broomed everything out of the way. All I cared about was British rock, rock and roll, short songs about girls, and I absorbed it all. I wanted to sing in bands because I started singing, and the bands are going, well, you can't be in the band, you're a dork. So I didn't do bands until I was in college. I bought a guitar, started writing songs, and kind of went, by the time I was in college, it was all about Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, with particular emphasis on Neil Young.
I love Neil.
Neil Young, and he taught me how to play guitar. And that system taught me how to play guitar.
It's selfie mode.
Oh,
You got me real quick in there.
how do I get this away from here? How do I get
We
this
got
to
a little
change?
pause.
I don't know
He's
where.
actually
I
going,
can't.
we
I think
do
you're just going to
Facebook
have
Live.
to. It's on selfie mode. I can't get it off of selfie mode. I don't know how to do that.
Let's see.
Well, we're not while it's rolling.
Well, let's just.
It just changed. Oh, there. I found it. I found it.
Okay,
I found
get
it.
off of that. We found it.
It's right here. It might also be backward. There we go.
There we go.
Here we are. We're back again.
All right, we're back, and we're back.
We're
All
back.
right, we just heard a little bit of Neil. All right, so now you've been writing songs.
I've been writing songs since I was 16 years old. That's 10 years. And,
So you
no,
wrote a song in the '80s,
right.
and I heard you wrote it in like 90 minutes. Is that true? Tell me a little bit about that.
You know, I was getting together with my friend Eric Lowen after he'd said I needed to quit a band and I wasn't doing music anymore. And he kind of threw me a little bit of a lifeline. He was still in the band. And he goes, you know, want to write a song? You're not really doing music. And I was kind of mad and didn't really want to do it. But I thought, you know what? Just take it at face value. He's throwing you a lifeline. We got together and in 90 minutes wrote this song. Knew we had written the best song of our lives and started taking it around. Publisher found it, said, I've got this crazy idea for a female artist. Took it to the record company, it went to the artist, and she picked it. And it turned into a top 5 hit, completely changed our lives. That was 37 years ago.
And who was that artist?
That was Pat Benatar.
And what was the song?
The song was We Belong, which is really one of her biggest, if not her biggest hit.
Oh, it sure was.
You know?
One, man. So the first time you heard that, did you hear it on the radio? Did you see it on television?
First time I heard it was in an office, and I was stunned. The next time I heard it was on MTV, and that was nuts. Then they had the premiere on a radio station. It's now a classic rock station called KLOS, 95.5 in Los Angeles. And we listened, and I'm at work in advertising listening to this going, this is the most crazy, surreal thing I've ever heard.
So did you tell everybody, hey, wait a minute, I wrote that song, and they didn't believe you?
Yeah, well, they believed me because my uncle, Dave's dad, was my boss at this advertising agency.
Oh, okay.
So he totally believed me, but I wasn't allowed to talk about it to clients. And one day I'm in a meeting with a client showing them, here's our catalog and here's what we're going to, and it comes on the overhead speakers. And I stumbled. Anyway, so this is what we're, and I stumbled again. He goes, what? I'm like, you hear that? He goes, yeah. I go, I wrote that. He goes, what are you doing here, man? And so it was pretty cool.
Well, you know what? Talking about advertising, before I was Traffic Jam Jimmy, in 1974, I worked a startup television station, WBFF in Baltimore. And we had a commercial production department. We made commercials, car dealers, furniture stores. So I actually did that 38 years before I'm now doing this.
You know, it's an amazing training. One of the things it taught me, I did all the design on this NOMAD Dan. A friend of mine put the license plate together. There's a real one in the van. I took a picture of it and put the whole thing together. The line live music delivered was my publicist, Lawrence Cohen. But basically, I do all my own graphics. I mean, I've done the NOMAD Dan hand sanitizers. I did those labels.
I got that. Let me see. Hold on.
We've got ourselves and a face mask and the CDs.
I got the whole works, man. So look, you're traveling across the country. You just performed in Towson at the
That's
Record
correct.
Theater.
That's correct. God, was
So,
that
so
fun,
you got
too.
the van. You putting a lot of miles on it.
I've so far put 6,000 miles on it in the last 4 weeks. I'm going to probably get another 8 to 10,000 on it before I go back to California at the end of June.
Now you're no youngin. I know.
That's correct.
You're approaching 70.
70.
Yeah, well, you'll be
S-E-
69 this year, right?
S-E-M-N-Y.
My wife's set to be 71, so
Yeah.
you're still
No,
young.
I'm going to be
I
69
always
in
tell
4
my
months.
wife, they said Jim Palmer won 3 World Series in 3 decades. I said my wife had babies in 3 decades.
Yep.
She out-trumps you. So anyway, you still feel youthful and like this travel and
I've
everything?
got more energy than ever. I love what I'm doing. Lockdown got me stored up. Now I did 250 2-hour streaming shows in lockdown. So it's not like I sat
So
around.
you didn't stay- you
I
stayed
didn't-
busy.
I stayed busy, but I was also seated in one place. When I did my first show on this tour, it was the first show I'd done in over a year standing. Because I don't really like to sit.
Okay.
But my energy's up, my health is good, I've taken better care of myself than I ever have. I sort of got the memo that maybe I should stop doing certain things, and it's working for me.
So playing in front of people, that's got to be the
No
plus.
feeling like it. The stuff that comes off the stage is straight out of my heart. The stuff that comes back from them I can feel. And that's one of the reasons. And by the way, if you ever find me in your town and you come to a show, it's going to be that kind of experience. I've got friends and supporters all over the country, all over the world, who've been with me for sometimes as much as 31 years. And I keep giving it, and they keep giving it back. I'll do this until I drop, man. Grim Reaper's going to have to make an appointment.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You got this guitar wrapped
Yep.
around your shoulder. Why don't you do a little bit "We Belong" and then
I'll do a
maybe
little bit
another
of that.
tune? If you
I'll
don't
do
mind. All right, Dan, everybody.
There are times we feel so frightened. There are times we feel alone. In the darkness there is always a light ahead to lead you home. Don't want to have you feeling this is something we can't do. Our work is our commitment, spreading signs of hope to pull you through. We belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to a spirit of strength as we lean on each other. Whatever we deny or embrace, or worse off or better, we belong together. These are new lyrics written with Rebecca Sanford in honor and support of healthcare workers. It is not a sign of weakness when you don't know what to say. This is a historic moment, testing us in every way. We're here to meet this challenge. It may be a wild ride. When it's dark, just look around you. You will find us right here by your side. We belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to a spirit of strength as we lean on each other. Whatever we deny or embrace, or worse or for better, we belong together. Close your eyes and feel the hope now. Close your eyes, feel it's true. Clear your mind and do your best to help each other make it through. And every day will show you how much we really care. Working hand in hand together till things are better everywhere. We belong to the light, we belong to the thunder. We belong to a spirit of strength as we lean on each other. Whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong together. Take good care of each other.
Absolutely beautiful, Dan.
Thank you,
Absolutely
brother.
beautiful.
Thank you, Jimmy.
All right, now you've written any new music lately?
You know, I've got a song that's been kind of dominating my landscape of late. That's going to be the title track of my next record. About why do you do this? And it's called Horizon Line. Going to set my sights on the next horizon line. And it really answers the question, why do I do this? It's all in that song.
I'll tell
Brand
you
new
what, I want to thank you for being my guest today.
Thank you,
for
brother.
Giving us all this
Really
great
appreciate
music
it.
throughout the years. And if you get a chance, Go see Dan live. He's traveling around. What's your next destination? Where you
Next destination, I'm going to be up in Connecticut. Then I'm going to McLean Hospital where Rebecca Sanford works, and I'm going to play this song for them.
Wow.
Then I'm
Send me that
deadheading.
link. I
I will.
that.
That's going to be
Okay.
pretty cool. I'm deadheading to Kansas City to do a songwriting workshop over Memorial Day weekend. Then 4 shows in Texas, 3 shows in the Chicago area, Atlanta, Opelika, Alabama, and then home for baseball for Dodgers, June 29th. I'll be home about June 25th.
Oh, well, you have safe travels.
Thank you,
Being a
brother.
traffic guy, I respect everybody on the road, so just be safe out there.
Damn,
All right, you're
this
going to end with your
traffic
one more
jam.
song, man.
How I hate to be late, hurts my body to go so slow. My dinner be cold. That old, I love that song. But this
He
is,
did a little deal for me. He did a little James Taylor for me. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. All right, take it away, Dan.
if I sit too long, the television starts telling me it's my friend. When the air goes still, it starts feeling like the end. And then the world calls out, a wind whispering, baby, I got something new. It's a siren song that beckons me to move. You know I can't slow down, my wheels are turning. Don't matter if I'm wasting time. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. Well, I've been chasing dreams like they were oxygen, feeding these fires at night. They're gonna light my way between the thunder and the taillights, the red taillights. Yeah, I can't slow down, my wheels are turning. Don't matter if I'm wasting time. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. You know the past is gone, but I'm still learning. Ain't hanging on a dollar sign. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. Yeah, I'm the drifter and the driven, unforsaken, unforgiven, burning brighter, burning down, a house in one more town. Yeah! Well, there's a clear blue sky out there waiting on this mountain's uphill climb. And the cold black clouds that are tracking me will fall behind. So far behind, yeah, I can't slow down. My wheels are spinning, hanging, wasting time. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. You know the past is gone, but I'm still living. Ain't hanging on a dollar sign. I'm gonna set my sights on the next horizon line. That's how we roll around this joint.
Awesome.